It is the most wonderful time of year, the holidays, but also it is time to do your 2026 planner shopping. So I have some of my absolute favorite monthlies to show you right now. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you some of my favorite weekly, daily, and monthly. I figured I would try to break it up a little bit, at least for this video, I'm going to do monthly. But the thing that I want to tell you about this is that I have the two very best planner calendar situations ever, and I am so excited to show both of these to you today. Now, let me begin with, I have a few others that I want to show you, but let me begin with these because these are the very best. I often talk about planner peace, this like elusive, have I found that one thing that brings me consistency, joy, organization, and that is this. Now, this is enormous, you can see. This could be a desk blotter or, right, like it's definitely big enough to fit on your desk. You'll put your laptop on, but then you can't see it. But you notice here, it comes with these two little holes so you can hang it on your wall and have a wall calendar. Now, I am obsessed with this. If I did not work remotely, I probably would not use something like this. But because I'm home all day, because I do work remotely, I love this because I can see everything happening in the month, just look over at a glance. And what I love at the bottom is you have the at a glance monthly from the month you're in and 12 months forward. It is so helpful. So if you're ever working and you're trying to figure out a scheduling thing, a doctor appointment, a meeting that you want on a Wednesday in May, you can see 6 months from now at a glance. So I absolutely love this. Now, this is something that I have used. This is my fourth time buying it in a row. So I purchased this in 2023, 2024, 2025, and this is for 2026. I'm gonna take it out of the packaging. And it really is something that you could just leave on your desk if you want. Now, it has these little, just toss that on the floor. It has these little plastic corners right here, but I just pull these off for when I hang it up on the wall, just because they're gonna fall off anyway if hanging, but you could keep them on. So they come with these like little plastic protector things if you want them. Let me tell you everything I love about this. So I told you about the calendar, the mini calendars at the bottom. All of the spaces are big enough to write. I actually love having this white space here because I have decorated every single month with stickers for the theme of the month. So you may remember I talked about doing a sticker draft with some friends where we had a bunch of stickers on the table and we would take turns picking the different sheets. Well, I put, you know, like the cornucopia and the, you know, pumpkin ones for last month. And then I did Halloween ones for October. And then I did back to school for September. And I just had a different theme and it was really fun to do that or something like that. Maybe I did back to school in August because we go back to school early here. But at any rate, we had different themes and it was just fun. So I like this open space at the top because you can decorate it. But if you're not a decorating person, around here, the details are so pretty. Now, I feel like on my current calendar, it changes a little bit, but looking at this, you get the same pattern month after month. So you're getting this like kind of pale pink with the green flowers, which I really like. In terms of details, you get this really pretty gold with the month at the top, the year, and then Sunday through Saturday, and the notes and to-dos section here is all in that really pretty gold, and it's just nice. I also like that there is not a bunch of stuff on the calendar. You don't have any moon phases, there's no lines, you just get holidays. And so it's very simple, it's straightforward, and plenty of space. Now on the right side, you have the projects, the to-dos, and the notes. So anything that you want to write down, you can add. But this calendar, I just absolutely love it. I'll show you some others if this one is going to be like way too enormous for you. But I really like this. Now, I have one I'm gonna show you in a little bit that is similar. It is an Emily Ley one, similar size, kind of the same layout, but it's just really nice. So if you're looking for something like this, I highly recommend this one. It's a day designer one. And I also think this could be a good gift if you know someone who is looking for a calendar. Now, calendars, planners, they're hard to gift because that's such a specific thing, but I really think this is a nice one. So if you're looking for a desk blotter, definitely get this one. Okay, now let me tell you how I happened upon this planner. I went looking for planners to make this video of like, what are the best monthly? But I also needed to get my mom a planner. I get her a monthly every year for the holidays because she just leaves it in her kitchen, open like this. She writes down her appointments, whatever, and that's it. Like that's all she uses it. She doesn't write to-do lists. She doesn't need anything. She just needs a monthly. So she told me that she needs one and that she's, you know, we're in December. She's like, I need it soon because I have appointments for January and February filling up. So I find this planner, okay, this is a 24-month monthly. Okay, 2026 and all of 2027. So if you have this or you gift this to somebody next year at this time, they don't need a new planner. I mean, they might want one and it's always fun to get a new planner, but they don't need one. Okay, this planner is so pretty. So like I said, it's 24 months. You open it up, there's the personal information, you get the reference calendars, okay, 2026, 2027, the day designer story, the little intro, and then you have those, start with the big picture, set your goals, areas to write your goals for your personal goals, family and friendship goals, heart, spirit, financial, career, study, work, etc. Right? So you have a goals page, there's a design your day page, a stay on course page, and it goes through just suggestions and tips. Let me tell you, you know how I feel about the calendars where you get the at a glance overview. I love this. Okay, so you get holidays and special dates. Now it's only for 2026. They don't have one in here for 2027, which I wish they did, but that's okay. So you look at this page here. All right, you have each month, January through December 2026, and it tells you when each holiday is. And I love that because this is a good time to look at the year at a glance, look ahead and be like, you know what? I actually think that there's a lot of holidays here. Maybe it's a good time to take some 3-day weekends and plan a trip. Or actually, you know what? There's a lot going on here and I know I have people coming in town. Maybe that's not a good time. So I just absolutely love the way that the holidays and special dates are laid out. Like just really nice. And then you have the same thing on the next page where it's open. There's no holidays and you get goals for the year. So I love that. Now, the contacts and password page usually are in the back. So I was surprised to see this here, but I don't tend to use these pages, but if you do, there are some of those. And then it jumps right into January. I also tend not to like a monthly that has lines. However, on this, I don't mind it because they are so light, they're so faint, you can barely see them. So that can help if that's something you'd like. You get the notes and to-dos, and then you get the monthly before and after in the bottom left corner. So it goes on like this for, 24 months, and then you get to the back. Okay, they did not cheap out on notes. Look at these notes pages. Look, first of all, you get a note page. It's just notes. There's do you see this? That is a lot of notes pages. I'm still flipping, still notes pages. Normally you get like 3 notes pages. But look at that. That's like a notebook. It's like a mini notebook in the back. I can't recommend this planner enough, especially if you are not a planner person and you're like, I want to be a planner person. I don't need that much. I need a place to make a few notes, a few lists. I want to jot down some dates, some plans, some ideas, some things to do. This is your planner. Now, I thought this was on the wrong shelf too because it said that it was $6.99 and I'm like, there's no way this planner is $6.99. Now I know it's not a hardcover, but it's still good quality, good paper. I went and scanned it and it was $6.99. Nothing is $6.99 right now. I mean, not even cereal, and I'm not exaggerating, is not even $6.99. So if you need a planner for yourself, if you want to gift a planner, I just can't recommend this one enough because it has literally everything, especially if you don't need a weekly, especially if you're like, I guess I need a planner to keep myself organized, but I'm new to planning. I just need you could put all your lists back here. This is it. This is it. This is the planner. This is the monthly deluxe planning calendar 2024 day designer for Blue Sky. Boom. There you go. Done. I have your planner. I have your calendar. We don't even have to finish this video because these are the 2. This is it right here. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to tell you about a couple others that I like. So anyway, let me tell you what else I found while I was out and about, but these are the 2 that are my absolute favorite. Okay, so the next one is, like I said, Emily Ley, a similar size to this one. It's got that really big desk blotter layout. It has the happy stripe that is her signature kind of like rainbow color. And what I like is that it has some gold details too. The list is on the left side rather than the right like on this one. But again, you still have a big monthly layout, the list on the left for your notes, whatever you want to add. You've got the calendars at the bottom and there's a little monthly organizational tip on the top right for each month, which is helpful. I know she has those incorporated into her other planners as well, but I really like that. So if you're looking for something, maybe you're not into the floral design, definitely check that one out too. This next one is also really interesting, especially if you want to gift. I keep thinking about gifting because it's December, but this one is Undated. Now, I personally am not a fan of Undated because I feel like it's too much work. And then you're like, if it's too much work, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to do it. I want something that is going to be easy for myself. But some people actually do like an Undated because maybe a whole month goes by, you don't use your planner, your calendar, whatever. And you're like, well, that was a waste. But this time you can just kind of, go for it. And you could also start it in the middle of the month and not have to do the whole thing. So you could start you know, on the 15th and then have it the last half of that month and the first half. So you can date it however you want. The other thing is that it comes with stickers, and there's also spots for to-dos, goals, and healthy habits. So if you're kind of looking for something that is part calendar but also goal tracking, this one could be really good too. Next up is this Everygirl for Day Designer. It is a very simple, you need a calendar. You don't need something huge, you don't need something tiny, you don't need a planner. It is just a calendar. Really no bells and whistles, you get a calendar. You do get some stickers with it, but there's no, like on this where you have the notes, the to-dos, the healthy habits, it's not that. That is good though, because maybe you don't need all of that. Maybe you just need a simple hanging wall calendar for your office, your fridge, to give to somebody, and you don't need it to have a whole lot and you don't want to take up a lot of space. It's got a cute little floral pattern, and this is going to be the one for you. And lastly, the sugar paper planner. A sugar paper monthly is something that I've had before. They are so beautiful, very similar to this in size, except it's a 12-month instead of a 24-month, but still kind of that 8 by 10-ish size. It is a little bit thinner than this because, like I said, it does have notes pages, but it doesn't have 24 months. So this is still pretty thin to begin with, but it is so pretty. It's just got a really simple, delicate cover, kind of like all of Sugar Paper's things. It has the 2026, 2027 calendars, the 2026, 27 holidays, and then it just goes right into the months. So it's pretty simple. It's got a notes column on the one side, but besides that, it's just a monthly calendar with lots of notes pages in the back. Again, not as many notes pages as this, maybe like 10-ish. I've never seen a planner have 30 notes pages or 20 notes pages or whatever this has, but it is still really nice. I also referenced this in a video I was talking about a few weeks ago with the gratitude, where if you just want something that has, you know, just like this, just a monthly, and you want to write 1 or 2 sentences of something that made you happy, something you're grateful for, something like unique that happened to you that day. I mentioned the sugar paper. This could also be really good because, again, it's just a monthly and you can jot it down and there's plenty of space. So lots of good options out there. If you have already picked your planner for 2026, let me know. I can't believe, like I said, that we are already in that time of year. I'm also like I shouldn't even say this out loud. I'm very ashamed to admit that I just got that beautiful plum planner, and I'm like, should I have gotten this one for $6.99? I mean, you know, I love my plum, but I don't know. This is just like so simple, and I have such strong feelings about a monthly. I mean, it doesn't have the weekly, the goals for every single day, the top 3, like every little thing, the habit trackers. But sometimes I feel like you get so bogged down into working in your planner that you're not actually getting things done. So like I said, I have mixed feelings on that, but I don't know. It's an exciting time of year because I like seeing it all come out. I definitely want to make a trip to Staples because they have the most unique weekly spreads. When I did my summer videos and I was doing the academic planners, I feel like every planner I picked up had a different layout, which was so great because everyone needs something different. So anyway, I could talk about it forever, but I'll be back next week with more 2026 planners. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you already have your planner. If you're looking for something, I'd love to hear about that as well. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.